Hey everyone, and welcome to Day 5 of the Final Fantasy Tactics Colosseum AI Tournament, January League. We have guest commentator Korremar here today,
Howdy, folks.
and we've got the 6 winners bracket matches for today. 2 more tomorrow with the top 4 of the losers bracket, so let's get the party started. Hey, would you look at that? We actually remembered to save state.
Hey.
We'll be starting off with Aura 2 and Kjata 3. Am I doing it right versus Bloody Cheaters?
Thought you were asking me if you were doing it right. I don't know, I guess.
Yeah, people have come to realize that they can make me say whatever they want to with their team names. Surely this will not come back to haunt me mentioning this. So for Aura, we begin with I'm in your head, the Oracle. The abandoned defender, white Oracle. So
With the Mace of Zeus does absorb lightning, Chameleon Robe having some other elements as well, so a pretty tanky Oracle, all things considered.
MP is a resource the knight with, again, the defender and elf mantle and MP switch this time. So very durable pair already. And a blood sword to top it off.
Does also have Chakra to restore her MP.
Yup, so a very, very durable knight. And magic defend up. No, Ludo, it has not. I was just in a weird position today, and we should be good. I'm pinned now. Don't Hurt Me the Lancer, with this time a feather mantle, but again defender, and a dragon whisker.
And Reflect Mail.
Yeah, a whole lot of defensives here. And then an archer with lava bolt and attack up. For Kjata, we have Huehue the Squire with 2 blood swords, Git the Ninja with 2 blood swords, Wrecked the Knight with a blood sword, and Nerd the Knight with a blood sword. Lot of blood swords around. This knight is shifted over into basic skill to cover the sword skill that she has.
2 pretty durable teams. This match might take just a little while.
Hopefully nothing like last night. I was actually worried it was going to dampen enthusiasm for future tournaments, but then I wake up and 3 different people were talking about their teams for next month, so clearly not as dampened as I was afraid of.
Gosh, yeah, that match yesterday, my team and the reincarnation of Team Timmy Trap, that was a mess.
it was a long one. So we start off with 112.
Alright, a lot of melee on both teams here, so it might take just a couple turns to get into range of each other, but that does give time for some buffs, and we do have a few ranged options, so might be able to get a few shots in here and there on the way.
This map is one that really, really punishes differentials in your move as they arrive at different times. Like that one.
It is a pretty tanky knight, so she might last long enough for everybody to get back around the wall, but certainly may be punished in the meantime.
Also, I recall there was a conversation about whether or not you could fly over these walls. Well, there's your answer. A jump! Okay, that was pretty cool.
A very long range jump.
Unfortunately, the Power Ruin not landing. But I guess it didn't matter that much.
The Lancer landing, no problem.
Split Punch caught in the MP switch.
Only 27. Was that? I don't think that was all of her MP, was it?
That was all her HP. Lava Bolt doing what it is known for. Oh, that's another jump coming.
Elemental Resist definitely proving pretty important for team building this month.
There's Chakra back on the MP, although looking at it, no, it was not all her MP. We have a spell charging up on the Near Fatal.
It's a Confusion Song on the Near Fatal, and it does hit.
Well, at least we won't be seeing a Defy Pain, although I guess Blood Swords do as they do.
The Squire is no longer Near Fatal. The Knight donating some HP there.
Yeah, that's a more reasonable Split Punch. 162. God, how do you do only 27? Like, even with worst compatibility, you have to do more than that. I'm so confused.
One would think. I mean, defense up, but even still.
Like, you can have all of the various defenses and still 27.
Another Confusion landing, and it was not relevant.
That Lancer's landing a lot of jumps.
Absolutely, and the Knight's still stuck behind the wall there, just trapped in a loop of trying to heal from the other side of it, so...
Oh, he's landing his revive, so at least there's that. Although it looks like trying a Confusion.
Third Confusion?
Defy Pain.
I think Defy Pain definitely proving to be really valuable this month. Definitely a really strong addition to the Squire's kit, and by extension, anybody running basic skill.
With the reduced JP caps, it felt kind of necessary to make Squire at least playable, and looks like we landed that. Another missed Power Ruin.
Though there is still at least one skill in the Squire's skill set that is a little bit of a trap, Warn, but, you know, you can only do so much for the AI.
For now. We'll see what that looks like in the coming months. There's that 27 Split Punch again.
Oh, I see in Twitch chat, Ludo informing me. Was not aware Defy Pain was 1.3 standard. I thought that was. Guess I didn't realize that.
It was only 50% in 1.3, so difference between 50% heal and 100% heal was pretty large.
Especially, you know, any unit that you're just bringing up with like a Phoenix Down or something like that, or a Wish,
Yep.
being able to immediately defy pain is pretty huge.
And we continue our sandbaggery. That poor ninja.
Marksman definitely proving to be very valuable this month as well. You know, didn't really see too much for them in the first month, but we've seen a few marksmen putting up pretty big damage numbers.
I imagine most of it is via Lava Bolt. Oh, finally the knight goes down, and that's gonna be pretty unfortunate for the Bloodsword team, who I don't think have swung many Bloodswords.
They swung against their own team. I think that's that's almost about it.
I think the ninja killed somebody with a double swing.
Reverse on the Squire is going to bring the Ninja back up, but neither going to last too long, and that Squire definitely not going to get another Dragon Spirit off.
56% something on the Squire.
Maybe I said definitely too soon.
Another 27.
Another...
That's gotta be worst compatibility, right? 32 staff whack.
Squire trying his best, but don't think it's gonna make a difference.
Well, speaking of not getting the re-raise, twice. But the lava bolt finishes it.
That will do it.
We go next to small map.
I think the small map
21.
will definitely favor our Bloodsword team. Gonna get in a little bit sooner, not get sniped over a bunch of walls this time. Starting with a haste.
That Yagyu Darkness Guard, they're pretty big. That would have been 240.
Not quite enough to kill the archer, but I think it would have put him into near fatal at least, so.
Bonk. I wonder how many resist fire equip pieces we're gonna see in the top tables. Bonk.
Certainly pretty relevant. The fact that a lava bolt can put out that much damage without a huge JP investment.
And it's interesting seeing caution being used and probably actually useful this time. Oh.
Another jump coming through. Squire is down.
The Lancer is getting off a lot of jumps. Usually they have to, like, offset their speed some. But in this case, he's just getting it. Oh.
Bloodswords, unfortunately, ineffective against things that they can't hit, so this might still be a little bit of a struggle, even with them closing the distance here.
Ooh, that's not worst compatibility. You said Libra Ares? Is this the team that's just 4 Ares? So it's everyone is like best and worst? I know there was at least one team that didn't change any of the Zodiacs from the default in the team builder. Let's see, I'm in your head as Ares. Don't hurt me as Ares. Hellfire is Ares. Yup, this is the 4 Ares team.
I think Zodiac definitely a little bit hard. Not really something you can plan on for the other teams. a little bit challenging there. Certainly you can plan your own team to make sure you have good compats where necessary, but I think there are times where a team may well be at a significant disadvantage based strictly on Zodiac luck.
Well, I mean, it goes both ways. Like, if you're good with them, they're good with you. So, I mean,
This is true.
On a macro level, I guess if one team is benefited from speeding it up instead of slowing it down, sure. Although that feels like the same kind of RNG of, is this map good for me on a macro level or not? But yeah, that's the primary reason why I didn't take Zodiac out like some people wanted, is because it isn't actually that big a thing on the opposing team, but like deciding which team members overlap on your team, that's actually like skill testing and strategic and relevant.
Oh, absolutely. I think making sure with the differences in male and female units, making sure you have the appropriate unit is good, but also making sure that you aren't going to end up having a bunch of bad compats on your team because of, or worst compats rather, is definitely something that can complicate team planning.
Alright, so we have a quick 2-0 from Ara. We go to...
Match definitely did not take as long as I thought it was gonna.
So we go to Castus 3 versus Salty 2. Absorbs Fire and Water versus Salty's Silly Singles. For Absorbs Fire and Water, we have Absorbing Fire and Water, the Knight. This one with Concentrate and Dragon Spirit. The double Nagrarok Ninja. I think there's 2 of these in the tournament, and I love both of them. We have a Demon Hilt Geomancer, so this one's putting out fire damage with Hamido and armor. And a Marksman with, of course, Lava Bolt. And Time Magic and Attack Up. So another huge Lava Bolt. We'll see if this one is as good as the last one. On the other side, for Salty, we have Lefty the Squire with the left-handed Nagrarok. The Reflect Ring probably not doing any favors in this case. Righty the Squire with Maintenance and Sing. We have Sword Skills the Samurai with Elemental and Magic Defend Up and Hamido. And we have just a pretty basic Monk with Attack Up.
That counter throw on that Monk definitely was putting up some big numbers last match for Salty's team. So we'll see if that Monk is going to put up some numbers again.
We'll see if he stays standing through that Lava Bolt. So we start on large map 95. I think that Monk is going to just fall over to the Lava Bolts.
Not a whole lot of HP on her, only 271, so a little bit fragile as far as Monks go.
I've definitely seen a counter throw through a wall that an arrow arced over.
Right, guarding the water ball definitely may make a pretty big difference. Those water balls putting up big numbers. Granted, not a whole fire-based team this time, like the team was against last time, but
Yeah, those flame shields making weak water is a pretty big deal for the water balls.
144, a pretty big geomancy.
Oh, well, there goes the accessory, so... Healed, but put to sleep.
Right, and the Squire and the Ninja not really sure what to do, just sort of passing their turns here a little.
There's that
Yagyu...
one shot from, oh, wow.
Samurai and Monk both down immediately.
I believe that Squire also has a Demon Hilt or a Lava Bolt, so doesn't really know what to do.
.234 on the Fireball. Match is looking a little bit one-sided right now.
An object lesson in taking your resistances. Well, at least it didn't petrify.
Wake her own knight up. Squire can pick things back up, but oh, 260, but dampened just a little bit.
And with the heavy armor, oh, that was 28.
Squire is in a little bit of a rough spot right now. Oh, and Hellcry Punch breaking the weapon, so no more Nagra Rock.
That's the Nagra Squire. Well, was the Nagra Squire.
Right, 4-0. Again, a little bit of a one-sided match. Game rather. Let's see if Salty can bring it back in round 2 here.
We will be going to the small map 70. Vroom. Nelveska Temple.
Teams start nice and close to each other, so might be able to see some actual actions out of Salty's team this time.
That one appears to actually have its resistances, so only 150.
But a 156 Shuriken right after does put it down. Another Ice Wolf on the Monk. Counter throw is guarded.
The proc does not put him to sleep. Run away! It's a nice
243,
punch.
a good hit, but the re-raise definitely may pose a problem. Another big geomancy from that samurai that is definitely not an assassin.
If only. Oof.
Wow, and 450.
Just Lava Bolt doing Lava Bolt things.
Yagyu Darkness definitely being a decider of quite a few matches this month. Very, very big numbers. I think not having a way to defend against that, any fragile units are kind of in trouble. Auto Potion proving pretty useful for that Squire, but don't know that it's going to be enough to save them. More shurikens, and the other squire goes down again.
A farewell to weapons.
He's doing his best.
Well, staying standing through that is a pretty best performance.
And another 4-0. A little bit one-sided there. Salty is sent to the loser's bracket.
And absorbs fire and water, advances. Now we'll go to Cats should be able to veto versus the Crystal Gems. A reference to your team last month. So we have Sir Brickwall the Knight, and yup, that's a brick wall. The full abandoned tank with maintenance for the weapon. We have the Chemist with an engineer rifle, equip armor for huge hit points, and meat bone slash. Can't wait to see that go off again. We have just a pretty basic wizard, counter magic short charge. And we have Bob the Priest. Just a normal everyday priest.
All right, and moving over to my team, Garnet the Monk does have Yin Yang Magic and has Reflect Mail with that equip armor. Pretty beefy monk, has Meatbone Slash as well. Next up, we have Amethyst, the ninja, 2 flails, nice and fast, 12 speed, does have a reflector ring and MP switch, does have throw item as well. Third up is Pearl the Lancer, two-handing the spear, lots of HP and a reflector ring, does have Dragon Spirit. And finally, we have Stephen the Bard, 15 MA, does have Black Magic and a reflector ring. The previous match, we did see some pretty silly double and even triple blizzards from Steven, so we'll see what we'll see if we can get some reflection in against this time too.
And those reflect rings will be really good against this wizard as well, so unless it's Dark Holy, but no, actually I think that's reflectable too. So yeah, that's going to be really nice. So we are going to large map 115. Vroom. Banished Fort.
I like this map. This map's really good. Can definitely get a little bit of terrain silliness here. Alright, taking just a little time to get closer to each other.
They're bunching up for the big reflect shenanigans. Boing, 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 boing.
Battle Song on 2.
There goes the slow.
Only one that time.
Was that the ninja with the flails?
Sure is, where PA does not matter.
Oh, that's... What are we charging?
Shuriken to soften it up. We'll see if the cast will finish that wizard off.
Run away.
Oh, and the wizard does get a paralyze off, and that is unfortunate.
And it lands. This just goes to show the AI is a lot better at reflect than I am. I would not have seen that.
And just a simple punch to bring the wizard down.
Immediately punished.
Hellcry does miss the ninja, both flails still intact.
There's a power source for the priest.
Oh, and another don't act.
If I recall correctly, that was instrumental in this team's first victory, getting a bunch of don't acts.
I think you're correct, yeah, with the blizzards. 120, little bit of damage, but 90 of it coming right back off. Don't act, there we go. And don't act does wear on the bard as well.
What a waste of a haste.
Ninja decides to jump down and do a lot of nothing because she can't.
Time to sing.
The monk gonna continue paralyzing. 140 on a jump, not too bad.
Again, landing on just the ninja. Take that.
Throw stone on the bard. This knight throwing rocks continually. A little bit better of a battle song that time. Another jump coming through.
And the flails doing their thing.
Knight goes to Fatal. The ninja getting PA again.
Well, if they get broken from hell cries, Phew.
Oh, and a big petrify.
Immediately counteracted.
Immediately removed. PA on the monk this time. Oh, and a big defy pain.
Knights with basic skill, pretty popular.
Wizard is about to crystallize. There we go. A little bit of damage on the wave fist.
And the
And
double
the monk
blizzard.
moving into range for the double blizzard. There we go.
This Reflect team is one of the breakouts of the tournament. I'm so pleased to see that it was found.
And honestly, I thought this was going to be entirely a gimmick team. I mean, it is based on Steven Universe, so...
A well-known gimmick show.
Phoenix down, gonna bring the Bard right back up.
Sing and run. Yeah, you were never landing that hit. Sandbaggery continues, but... Whoop.
Oh, and breaks the Bard's axe and kills it.
That axe is pretty important to the reflecting, because it's, what, 3 MA, I think?
Sure is. Oh, but the Bard does get the crystal from that wizard. That's gonna make a difference.
Another big battle song hitting Monk and Lancer. Is that the Monk with PA save?
No, this monk does not have PA save.
Alright, I guess that's a different team. Getting that 88 chip damage in on the Chemist every round. This is going pretty well in your favor.
What is this ninja's PA by now?
15.
And completely useless.
This is the third round cross.
And 160 cannot dodge the jump. It's just the chemist left, and this. I don't see the chemist turning this one around.
This is game 1. This is the large map. Oh no!
Only one hit from the blizzard. The second blizzard did not hit him, but did slow him. So, and you can't dodge those flails. First round does go to the crystal gems. Second round coming up, we'll see if the smaller map favors Ludo any.
Small map will be 111.
Alright, a pretty big map, but the teams do start very close to each other.
I expect there's going to be some blizzards in the future.
Softening up that wizard with a shuriken again. And there is
Mjolnir.
Yup. Jump on the chemist. Oh, and immediately breaks the axe of the bard again.
Nice bag whack. Conk.
Unfortunately, the wizard not really having too much else that it can do here, with all 4 members having reflect. Oh, and the steel needle.
Tick.
Death sentence on the priest. Definitely gonna make a difference here. But it does also give the priest 3 turns where I'm not gonna hit it at all. Right, MP gone from the ninja. Does continue to avoid those Hellcry punches.
Yoop. Little reflected full life for you there. Completely unnecessary, but still worth it.
That being said, the wizard unfortunately not really doing a whole lot in this match, so but is going to soak up a couple of hits at least.
The sleep does not land, and that means it's blizzard time.
Ninja is put into near fatal, and the wizard says, "See ya."
Drink.
An explosion will chip that wizard back down, and the wizard is not in a good spot, so may not be resurrected again.
There's the death sentence going off.
And the priest is back up.
But for how long? The answer, not.
Another song coming through.
Phoenix down, but wave fist.
This poor priest.
Another double flail. And the knight goes down.
Just the chemist left here. So we saw this last time. Not sure how long this chemist is going to be able to last against all 4 members. No, lands are interestingly not attacking, but that's okay. A Petrify does end the match.
About that long. So Korremar with the quick 0-2 as well, or 2-0 as well. Been some very decisive matches so far. Let's see if this one continues to be decisive.
Alright, next up, Sardek's first team versus Kaffe's second team.
Focus versus Die in a Fire. Whoops. We have the super speedy thief with time magic to get off haste 2 before anyone else goes. We have the super evasive squire with steal and maintenance. We have the stone gun chemist with talk skill and defense up. And we have a draw out punch art samurai with MP switch.
Right, next team, we have, first up, Blaze the Minotaurus. We've definitely seen some pretty good performance from the Minotauri so far this tournament. Inferno the Wizard with that Flame Rod, half of MP, and 15 MA, definitely respectable. Does have white magic and counter magic as well. Next up, we have Arson the Hydra. Has not had a tremendous performance so far, but who knows? We could see it turn around this match, depending on the terrain. And finally, Bonfire the Knight, Demon Hilt, Flame Shield, and a whole lot of HP with Meatbone Slash and Attack Up. So definitely can put up some big numbers despite only having 10 PA.
It is worth noting that the small mantle, the leather outfit, and the platina helmet are all res fire. So we'll see how good fire is against a team that did bring the resistances. We'll begin on large map 78. Ziggulas Swamp.
Big Haste 2 coming out. Gonna hit 3 members of the team. Squire is left out, unfortunately.
Although the one important target, the chemist, has been hit, negating the start slow from the stone gun. And of course,
Wizard
poison.
Does poison. Hydra does get poisoned as well, but is gonna have it removed and does remove the slow from that knight too.
And we immediately start in with Muramasa.
Decent damage to both of them. The Minotaur definitely very durable. Ooh, and a Blast Star Punch coming through.
Steelheart charms the Minotaur.
Some monster-on-monster violence.
That's some good violence. Stone gun crits.
260 into the back of the knight.
Triple flame.
Triple Flame does not heal.
Also, I don't think that would have broken charm healing it, so. Fishing for the dead proc, but misses.
Another poison.
And it's another draw out. This one taking the MP.
Counter magic does remove the MP from the samurai as well, but that wizard is donezo.
Coming back up, but with no MP. And the Hydra taken down.
Ninja just going to move up a little bit. The move HP up is counteracting 420. Wow.
Blaze it.
Bail him out.
I believe that knight has a flame shield, so the water draw out really big hit. Then trying to steal some PA from the charmed Minotaurus.
4-on-1, and that Minotaurus is backed into a corner, so certainly could get some Petrify procs, but I do think, 190 on that Ninja, gonna bring it down, Wish to bring it right back up. The Minotaurus does not have anything in the way of AoE, I believe, so unless it gets some real good Petrify procs, it might be over.
I believe that Blowfire is linear and hits everyone in the line of 2, but yeah, that's probably going to have a hard time.
Oh, doesn't look like it unless it has really bad vertical tolerance.
Yeah, looks like it is not in fact linear. Well, I'm
another steel heart.
Not sure why we went for that, but hey, you do you, Thief.
You know, even the Petrify proc's probably not going to save it, given that we do have Remedy and other things on this team, so...
Squire is probably going to continue to steal PA. Yep.
Like the AI knows this is 1.3. It's just waiting for the crystallizes so that it can get some extra skills, you know?
I mean, that's the only way you keep up with the AI. Shoop. Missed. Barrier wears off.
Barrier definitely a huge reason that these Minotaur are so incredibly tanky, in addition to just being a big old wall of meat.
Kiku and a Defender swing. Followed up with a stone gun shot. Minotaur still decently healthy, but the Blowfire is not enough.
196 is big damage, but auto potion and move HP up. Another charm. Alright.
Thief, you...
The Thief and the Minotaur are just in a forbidden romance.
Nose breath.
And the Chemist puts an end to that romance.
So we go to small map 57. The
small map
underground
may help
book
out.
storage.
May help out Caffe's team just a little bit, letting that knight and that Minotaur get in just a little bit faster. We'll see.
And another split map for the haste too, so another minor disadvantage for my team. Just a single haste instead of a team haste.
Yeah, with everybody starting split up, the haste 2s of the game, unfortunately not quite as helpful.
The slow is stigma'd off. And the charm
And
once
the
more.
romance continues.
Yoink.
will it drop the thief? It sure will.
Yeah, she's not that tanky. Big hit on the wizard, though.
No petrify. Triple flame. Is it gonna land at all? One hit
For 49.
for 49 into the MP.
And target finishes off the wizard. That's a Heaven's Cloud. Goodbye, Knight.
420, not quite enough to bring the knight down, but the pistol will finish the job. Things are already looking a little grim. We do have 2 monsters up, but it is also a 4 versus 2 right now, with no resurrections. Well, kind of a 5 versus 1 if you count the charm.
Yoop. Hey, look, the Hydra was useful. Kiku.
Of all the monster families that need tuning next month, I think the Hydra is definitely going to need a little bit of love. Hydra down, now we just have the Charmed Minotaur again. Looks like a repeat of Game 1.
Charm has worn off. There's a Kiku for 168. Shake off being caught in the MP switch.
Minotaur's still plenty healthy, but don't think it's going to last too long against the assault of 4 members. Steelheart, and does get the charm.
Nose breath. But the Samurai having none of that, coming in with Muramasa. And the Squire with the basic attack to finish it off. Another quick 2-0. We're going to have some really tense matches coming out of the winner's bracket next time.
Proving to be one of the quicker nights of the tournament so far, definitely. But going into match number 5, Heroes' third team versus my first team.
Pokey, Stabby, Shooty, and Zappy versus Scarborough Fair. So first we have Pokey the Lancer with 2 hands and red shoes. We have Stabby the Knight with concentrate and red shoes and a blood sword. So 2 very aggressive units right out of the gate. Shooty the Chemist with the stone gun and MP switch and an angel ring. And Zappy the Summoner with summoning, black magic, counter magic, and short charge.
Heading over to my team, we have Parsley the Knight. 457 HP, does have battle skill and maintenance to keep his own gear safe. Counter magic as well. Only 8 MA coming out, but that is okay. He can get a little bit of counter magic going. Next up, Sage the Sage. Last match, we saw some big Flare 2s coming out. Does have the Faith Rod and 13 MA, Short Charge, and Counter Flood. Third up, Rosemary the Ninja. Does have Throw on a absolutely blisteringly fast 14 speed. Hamido for extra swings of those Tonberry knives to fish for some dead procs. Does have concentrate. And last up, Time the Time Mage, Mace of Zeus, to help out absorbing thunder. Weapon guard for a little bit of extra defense, but just your typical Time Mage.
Sage, Time. Just the best. We go first to large map 106. You think we have another clean sweep coming, or do you think we'll have our first 3-game match of the night?
Might be on to 3 games. Both teams definitely have a couple solid threats here, so really going to depend on who's going to land their big stuff first.
I'd say the awkward terrain here favors the Flare 2 for game 1.
Right, everybody going to be moving up to each other. Not a ton of super long-range stuff on either team, so it is going to take a turn or two for everybody to get close to each other.
Haste 2.
Big Haste 2 coming out.
For a full
All
team.
4 members. Both teams moving up very gingerly. That summoner is going to be in range of Sage, charging up something on it. Oh, and that is a Dark Holy coming out.
2-0 for Sardek over Kaffe. Ludo.
Phoenix down, going to bring the Sage right back up.
Although, unfortunately, the cast was
Chakra.
interrupted.
Chakra to get her out of the near fetal. These 2 on 2.
Look how
Another
fast
team
that
having-
knight's moving his little arms.
Another team having a ton of move on any of the units. Charging up on the ninja. Chakra going to pull the Sage out of near fatal again. Ninja doing nothing. Interesting choice. MP switch does not soak the Dark Holy. And the Sage goes down 539 mid-charge.
Poor Sage not getting anything off.
Defy Pain back up to full, but full is only 194.
Enough to survive the gunshot. Poke. Fishing for some procs.
And no proc that time.
Let's see, it's 80, so 64%, so 46% to proc.
Sage up and down over
Or
and over
36.
again. Ninja back down, another Dark Holy coming through on the time mage this time. And it's not looking great for Scarborough Fair here. 363, yikes.
Zap, zap.
And that will do it. A pretty quick win for Hero. The closer map might help out just a little bit if I can get a big cast off. We'll see.
Going to small map 23. This looks to be one of the larger small maps, so might actually be able to...
Ninja passes her turn.
Yeah, and there's the flare too.
Mage casting slow, I believe.
Whee!
228 on both, but not enough. Oh, and does hit the chemist as well. Dark Holy on the time mage will kill her.
but she goes right back up.
Sage goes down.
Two-handed Berserk Spear is a lot of damage, but revived right back up.
Not for long, unfortunately.
Blood Sword. But also not for long. Power source for the self. And running off into the water. Oh, that's a huge
Yikes.
cast. Oof.
Will kill the Sage. Does not kill the Time Mage again. Oh, and Hamido for the dead proc.
Alright, that was pretty good. Hamido versus two Berserkers is pretty good, I hear.
Chakra to heal the ninja does also heal the knight a little. Chemist is pretty far away. Is going to snipe the Sage, so the Sage will not get her spell off. A 144 staff bonk, since staves are MA times WP. Casters can get some decent bonks with them. And Time Mage says, you know what? Actually, fuck this. Another dead proc!
Oof, that's gonna be a hard place to reach. Hamido!
No dead proc this time, but does negate the swings. Oh, 4 swings, no procs.
Well, let's see.
Sage stuck in a loop of dying and being revived over and over.
57% chance for
6 swings, no procs. A big, big rejuve.
bonk.
Not big enough.
There goes the blood sword.
Outcry.
Punch.
That's gonna make a big difference. 64 still a respectable swing, but all the healing and durability on that Blood Knight not gonna make a big difference because dead is still dead. Summon her back up. Ninja's gonna do nothing about it. The Knight, however, will.
And there goes the rod.
Ninja not really sure what she's doing right now.
Well, she knows what she's doing this time. Who needs a proc?
Revive on the Sage again. Just gonna go back down, but that is a wasted action from the Knight now.
And Wish brings her right back up. And the Chemist continuing to sandbag, so the Sage may actually see a turn again.
That's a big Rejuve coming through, and Rejuve does make her live through the Knight's punches at least.
There goes a gun.
Alright, 8 swings on the Knight without a proc yet.
And of course, more Phoenix Downs.
The 14 speed ninja definitely getting a lot of actions in. Confused 2 is going to hit the Chemist and Knight.
Nah,
Phoenix down on the wrong target.
she's just a little confused. Chakra to heal back up from that swing.
And now my team's just kind of hanging out just a little bit, waiting for the confuses. Wall, a spell you don't see come out too often.
Another big chakra.
Keeping them both up and keeping the Sage in MP as well.
Bonk. There's the flare 2, as forecasted. And with it just being the unarmed berserk monk, this is looking like we are in fact going to see the third game.
Oh, the re-raise.
Angel Ring is a real thing. Conk. Oh, there goes the
Counterflood
confuse.
does snap him out of it.
And the proc.
After 10 swings, a third dead proc. And the knight's back up.
Phoenix down, however, is not great for longevity.
Another wall coming through. Wow. Wow, a fourth dead proc of the match puts my team ahead. 1-1 we are up. We're going into the third match on the medium map.
88, Finath River. And the fittingly named Decisive Battle for the final song.
Pretty big map, but really teams both starting off about as close to each other as they did last match. So we will see if the water makes a big difference. That's a flare 2 coming out, I believe. Could be a confuse or something like that.
Looks like we
That's
have a
good.
haste. Lancer.
And a Hellcry punch immediately breaks that lance. Dark Holy on the knight, but he will soak that. Does not get the counter magic on it. $132, big punch. Your Mega Potion will heal him back up at least partially.
There's the confused 2.
Only lands on the knight, but that is going to be 160 to the summoner, drops her to near fatal. Chemist kills the sage rather than healing. Oh wow, and the punch for 2 on the knight to break his confusion.
Just hit him upside the head.
Mega Potion to bring the sage back to full. Another confused 2 coming out.
This
Lands on the chemist.
knight does go down under the blood swing.
Chemist is going to put that summoner down too. Phoenix down brings the knight back up. Not going to last too long with 2 berserk units adjacent to him.
Chakra,
Chakra himself.
not even
And
taking him out of near fatal.
A third Confused 2 coming out. And is gonna land on the Knight. Does land on the friendly Time Mage too, but the Time Mage is punched out of it.
No proc. And a miss.
Chemist gonna do my Knight a solid and haste him.
Four.
Still no procs yet. Sage is out of MP. Without a Chakra or an Ether coming through, she is down to Staff Bonks. And Counter Floods.
Proc.
And a dead proc. Knight is slowly bringing himself back up with those chakras. Sage back down. Ooh, Knight back down, and in a bad spot. Probably going to be out of range for Resurrection. Confused Knight still wreaking some havoc over here. Mega Potion will let the Sage survive one sword swing. No Hamido proc. Oh, and the ninja says that Knight is not going to be out of range of Resurrection. She will get there in time, but so will the Time Mage.
Thanks, Chemist.
She's doing her best. Sage is going for the crystal, it looks like.
There's a Mega Potion.
And a pretty big chakra. Knight does not quite kill the Sage. But crystallizes are starting to come through. Sage is still running for the crystal, but it looks like the ninja might get there first. Hamido, but no procs.
Hamido is pretty good against the Berserk, like I said last round.
A haste 2 for the Time Mage on herself. A Maiden's Kiss. How lovely. A High Ether for herself. Ninja just hanging out with the Sage. Everybody kind of just hanging out for a little bit.
Just dancing around that crystal.
A haste on the Knight. Sage might be going for this crystal.
It was a long-lasting confusion.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that. Sage not going for the crystal, it is going to bonk the Knight instead. Probably not the best choice she could make. It's going to be a haste 2 on the Sage. Ninja is going to move in range of it as well. Chemist is just running around kissing people. Gave faith to the knight. Interesting. I didn't even realize that Faith Rod could also give faith.
Sure does. Impressive managing to not land something on a faith target. And proc.
There is the proc.
It was going to come eventually.
It is now a 4-on-1, and that chemist is still confused. This is baffling. Hey, there we go. The sage got the crystal.
Slow.
Castus the Knight does only have Hellcry Punch, and he already broke her weapon earlier.
There's
Right,
Haste 2.
Haste 2s. Ninja's going for a swim now. Statistically baffling that the chemist's confusion has not gone away. And there's a flare 2 that is gonna 100 to... Oh, does not actually kill. I thought it would 100 to 0 the chemist, but I was wrong.
And the Tonberry Knives not quite enough to finish the job. And the Hellcry Punch gets MP switched. But the Faith Rod ends it.
Alright, that was a long 2-1 victory for Scarborough Fair. Heroes' third team is going to be sent to losers bracket.
And we go to our final match of the night. Castus 1 versus Kjata 1. Collywobbles versus Let Bygones Be Bygones.
I'm going to step AFK for about 45 seconds. 1 moment.
Up for Castus's Collywobbles, we have Longbottom the Knight with Concentrate. Notably, Castus seems to be the only one that believes Longsword is the correct sword for knights. Doing pretty well, though, so maybe it's correct. Let's see. Loosemore the Geomancer with the ever-popular Nagra Rock, and Abandon, although in this case without Defender. But still, Elemental White Magic and Magic Attack up. Otterburn the Wizard with a Faith Rod, Counter Magic, and Short Charge. Very aggressive wizard there. And Rockingham the Thief with Equip Bows and a Longbow. On the other side, for Kjata, we have Bygone the Ninja with double Koga Knife and an Angel Ring. Bygone the Monk with an Enkai Armlet and Attack Up and Counter Throw. Bygone the Sage with a Whale Whisker and Weapon Guard. And Equip Armor. 375 is pretty beefy for a Sage. and Bygone the Summoner with an Angel Ring, Time Magic, Counter Magic, and Magic Attack up. So those will be some big summons.
All right, and I'm back just in time.
We go to large map 110 to begin this final round. Another long, windy map to begin with.
Definitely more than a few. Wow, that is quite the range. As I was saying, more than a few long-range things on these teams, so we are going to see some poke coming out early.
Was a nice Earth Slash absorbed by the Thief. Or Ninja, rather. And a Yagyu Darkness for 220 right out.
That Thief is durable enough to soak that and not even be dropped to near fatal.
Sandstorm for just 49, but does set Darkness. Which is enough to make the bow fatal this time around. What are we charging?
Re-raise on that ninja, and a mega potion to bring her back up.
No frog. Ooh, but a big 360 summon.
360.
Earth Slash is guarded.
If I'm not mistaken, there were no scopes on that Titan either, so...
Oh, the counter throw finishing off the knight. And doing a big hit.
168.
So, counter throw doing work this time around. Looks like we have a life being charged. Shuriken finishes the Thief off. Knight is...
Life for 229. That is a big life.
Looks like we have a full life being charged. The Sage might have something to say about that.
Even with the haste, does not get it off before the full life comes out.
Hoo boy, no more lives now. CT save. And she keeps herself up with Mega Potion. Revive? Nope. Repeating Fist.
Does get a knockback on that repeating fist as well.
Sandstorm finishes off the knight. And here comes Titan.
Is going to drop that wizard, and 163 on the cure. Both of the dead units being undead, so we're not going to see any life here.
That is, in fact, the case. Bonk.
Archer can do a ton of damage, but I don't think he's going to be able to stop all 4 units coming up after him. Geomancer does have move HP up, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to last for long. Not with that life coming out.
And she goes down.
The question is, can this thief last long enough for the undead units to start reviving?
Bonk.
It cannot.
So, Bygones take game 1.
Right, this is match point, so we could be entering our final game of the night.
Small map 53. And it's noteworthy that the high ground player did not win that map.
Cross, I believe that's correct. I think we somebody had brought it up in Discord. Yes, it looks like Berserk does disable all reactions. I think that does include things like Weapon Guard and Abandon that aren't like an active reaction.
I'm not sure, so I'm just gonna not opine on that. I would check.
I think anyway.
I'm gonna check.
I could totally be wrong.
Yeah, I'll check the BMG at some point. 2 big hits, and we're just getting right into it. There goes one of the weapons. And an Earth Slash just one-shots the wizard.
270 Earth Slash. That is big. A couple of big casts coming out here.
Re-Raise stands back up, and a Mega Potion to fill back up. Here's a big old Titan to start it off. Taking out the knight.
360.
Thief. Oh, double frog.
Well, and I think that's probably all she wrote.
What's the secondary on the Geomancer?
I believe it is white magic, but it is a 4-on-1 currently, so... Well, 4 on 1.5, I guess.
2 frogs count as 0.5. Might be overestimating the frog.
And that is an undead frog.
At least it's not an exploding frog. Oof. Gonna start charging a revive.
Bullying these poor
But Flash Heal having none of that.
And a quick 2-0 is gonna bring us to our victor.
2-0 Kjata. So some pretty quick matches. I can't wait to see how all of these Juggernaut 2-0 teams clash in the coming rounds.
Agreed. I think we have a couple big matches coming up once we roll back around to the winners bracket.
So that'll wrap it up for tonight. Thank you all for coming. Look forward to the remaining 2 winners bracket matches and 4 losers bracket matches tomorrow.
All right, this is Korremar signing off. Spay and neuter your pets.
Good night, everybody.